ball earthers, ballers, you guys.
Yes.
Not a negative term.
Wait, I didn't say I'm a baller.
All right, well, people that believe that they live on a planet have two things in common. One, they don't know what flat Earth is, okay? And the two, they don't know what the heliocentric model is either. I know more about the heliocentric, the ball model, than most people that think they live on a ball. Because once you understand what the heliocentric model is, you realize how absolutely and completely ridiculous it is.
Okay, in what way?
So, do you know how fast the Earth is spinning, apparently? I didn't when I was asked these questions. It's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. So that means when you're watching the sunset, you believe that you're on the top of a ball and you're falling over backwards faster than the speed of sound. And that's making the sun appear to set because you're on a spinning ball dropping 5 or 10 miles a minute over the curve, and that's making the sun appear to go down. While you're doing that, you're orbiting the sun at 66,000 miles an hour. So if this is the sun, you're going faster and slower in this big ellipse, 66,600 miles an hour. Funny number. And then while you're doing that, you're chasing the sun. You're chasing the sun at 500,000 miles an hour. And the entire system's going sideways at 1.2 to 2.2 million miles per hour.
But
I forgot to say
isn't
at
the
the
Earth's
beginning.
mass so huge that we won't be able to feel that?
So
gravity.
So these are pre-programmed responses, and I had the same. You're going to say
Yeah.
all the things that I originally said, but during this conversation, I'm going to say some crazy, insane things, right?
Okay.
And I'm also going to say some things that, well, that makes sense. That's really sensible. And what you're going to notice, the crazy, insane things are all about the heliocentric model, and the the things that make sense are going to be about the flat Earth model.
Well, just tell us then, because I
Right.
don't
So,
like
so
being
I'm-
told
right.
that I'm going to be
No,
feeling
I'm
some type
just,
of way.
I'm just letting you know.
Let me make that decision.
Okay, no problem. So all of those motions I told you, all of those things are happening. You know, you're spinning and twirling and whirling and going. If you were in a car and holding a dinner plate and you're going on a perfectly straight, smooth road and at 100 miles an hour and somebody poured an inch of water on that plate, no problem. But if you took a turn in that car, you know, what would happen to the water? Wouldn't it slosh? Does this water look like it's sloshing? Right? All of those motions, and we can build, rock towers that balance perfectly. But and these motions we're going on, they're all turning. Turning is acceleration. So if you're in an airplane and it starts turning, you notice the turn. Or if it starts descending, you notice the descent. But if you're going in a straight path, okay, you could drink your water and whatnot, but when you start making these turns, that's acceleration. And we have perfectly glass lakes,
But even in a
perfect.
plane, when you're going that fast, like the fact that we're really going that fast in space,
You
you
don't know
feel
it.
it even. But the thing is, you would feel yourself going that fast in a car, for example. You'd feel
Sure.
it even more when you're walking or running.
Sure.
So obviously, when you have the bigger the transportation that you're in, you're gonna feel it less.
He's saying the
So-
turn thing. So I'm.
Yeah, but
so
even in an airplane,
in a plane though, you do feel if the plane is turning. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Right. So Neil deGrasse Tyson, the high priest of scientism, says that because of centrifugal force, the equator bulges 14 miles high. 14 miles high. He goes, but that's so insignificant with the size of the Earth that you wouldn't notice it from space. That's why all the pictures look round. But 14 miles high, an airplane only travels 5 miles high. So if an airplane's traveling from the north to the south, when does it climb that extra 10 miles to get over the equator? And the answer is never, because airplanes fly straight and level over the Earth plane.
Okay, so real quick, I would argue that, when it comes to scales, when you're taking a turn in a car, you feel it much more than in an airplane.
That's what I was saying. Is that if it's on a Earth and it's turning, you wouldn't feel it at all. Because what is a plane to the Earth?
The scale,
So, all
exactly.
right.
Like when we're talking
So
about scales.
you're okay that the Earth is spinning, twirling, whirling, and we have lakes that stay perfectly flat and don't slosh, even though they say that centrifugal force builds a water wall 14 miles high at the equator, but we can have lakes like this.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't have a reason not to, like
Okay.
how you're explaining it. Like are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I don't have a
I'm
reason
okay with
not
that.
to be. not okay with that. Like I don't understand why that affects me besides what you're getting at, which is like finding the real truth.